You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. A man has entered a plea deal for child sex crimes. Jeremiah Midstocky was sentenced to 5 years today for the attempted second-degree sexual assault of a child and for using a computer to facilitate a child sex crime. He will serve 2 years of prison time, followed by 3 years of extended supervision. He'll also have to register as a sex offender. Midstocky was charged with drug possession, and according to police, back in February, he was caught trying to meet up with a teen who was actually an investigator doing undercover work on the Telegram messaging app. The man involved in a fatal car accident back in March appeared in Trempealeau County Court today. 25-year-old Gavin Becker is charged with homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle and obstructing an officer. According to the criminal complaint, Becker was driving in the town of Gale when his truck crossed the center line of the road and hit an oncoming SUV. The driver of that SUV died about an hour later, while the 1-year-old in the back seat of the SUV only received minor injuries. Becker informed police that his steering wheel had locked up, but in a follow-up interview, police said their investigation showed no signs of mechanical failure. And then, at that point, Becker admitted he was on his cell phone at the time of the crash. He is currently out on a $7,500 signature bond. The city of Mauston has voted to fire City Administrator Randy Rieg. The City Council went into closed session last Tuesday to discuss firing Rieg, who was brought on in 2018. The council had tabled that topic to a special session on Monday. Now, Rieg last Thursday emailed a letter of resignation, though council members on Monday rejected that resignation letter and announced the decision to terminate Rieg without cause. Rieg had previously admitted to stealing almost $2,000 from the DNR when he worked there in the early 2000s. A Juneau County reporter in August filed felony charges against Rieg for concealment of public records. The nonprofit running a downtown La Crosse all-age music venue is dissolving. The reason? Its owner and executive director is accused of grooming teenage volunteers. The Warehouse Alliance, Inc. is the nonprofit that runs the all-age alcohol-free music venue on La Crosse's Pearl Street. They announced they have stopped all affiliation with the building owner and co-founder Stephen Harm. One nonprofit board member posted Thursday on his Facebook page detailing multiple substantiated reports of grooming allegations against Harm. In the post, the board member claims that a former volunteer told him that as a minor, she was groomed into becoming a sexual partner with Harm after she turned 18. Harm allegedly engaged her in sexualized conversations, showed her pornography and sexually graphic photos, and used sex toys on her while she was clothed. Now, the Warehouse Alliance board hired an independent investigator in the summer. Per their Facebook page, that investigation ended in early August. And per their Facebook page, the nonprofit encourages anyone who has experienced misconduct to report it. Time now for a check of our Coulee region forecast with First Warn meteorologist Bill Grahl. Bill, how's it going?
It's going well, Ken. We started with some rain in parts of the area this morning, especially from La Crosse and points southward. Of course, we need a really good soaking widespread rain, and that's not what this was, but we'll take every drop that we can muster up in these drought conditions. Now, throughout the day, it was dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Pleasant temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, even an 80-degree reading for a high in Eau Claire, 79 in La Crosse and Winona, 76 in Viroqua. By the way, ignore Sparta and Volkfield. They were having a problem with the sensor data there. That 79 was about 5 degrees above average, 2 days in a row above average, and it now puts the above average days in the lead, 9 to 8, and then 2 days were right at average. Nice sunset earlier this evening. Whenever you have some high and mid-level clouds around, when the sun is low in the sky, this tends to happen. You get some great refraction of the light and some great colors in that sky, whichever whether it's east or west, depending on if it's sunrise or sunset. So beautiful scenes there. Otherwise, we've got some clouds scattered about, some sprinkles north of Rice Lake, but a lot of that not reaching the ground. Current temperatures in the 60s for most, some upper 50s in Sparta and at Volkfield. Pretty mild tonight for mid to late September, lows in the 50s to around 60 degrees, maybe some patchy fog late, primarily to the north and east. Schoolcast for tomorrow, 60 degrees at 7 a.m., 75 by lunchtime. Afternoon highs right around 81 degrees. Another warm day on Thursday and some rain chances in my 8-day forecast. I'll have more in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Bill. Well, the Republican leader of the Wisconsin Assembly is blocking pay raises for University of Wisconsin employees. Speaker Robin Vos won't approve the raises for 34,000 university employees unless spending is cut for the university's diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, back in June, the GOP-controlled legislature cut funding to the UW system by $32 million. That was the amount Republicans identified as going toward DEI efforts at the UW system's 13 campuses over a 2-year period. Now, at the same time, the legislature approved the pay raises for the university employees. Though now Vos, who has argued DEI programs are a waste of public funding, is now saying the raises won't be approved until spending of those programs is cut by that $32 million. A spokesperson for the governor's office responded, saying Republicans are, quote, playing political games with Wisconsinites' livelihoods. Tomorrow, Wisconsin's legislature is meeting after the governor called for a special session. His goal? Provide more funding to the state's child care programs. Governor Evers' proposal would use $365 million from the state's budget surplus to address the state's workforce issues. $340 million of that would go to continuing the Child Care Counts program. That program started during the pandemic with pandemic relief money through ARPA. But that funding set to expire at the end of the month. And it comes at a time when the Center for American Progress found that over half of Wisconsin kids live in a child care desert. That's an area where the demand for child care outpaces its availability. In the Cooley region, we saw Cashton's only child care center close at the end of August. At a press conference today, State Senator Brad Pfaff urging his fellow members of the legislature to continue Child Care Counts funding. He says the program didn't just help child care centers, it helped working families.
What Child Care Counts has done is it has helped lower the cost for child care providers. And at the same time, it has helped make sure that we can provide child care availability for working families.
Many state Democrats have been pushing for continued Child Care Counts funding, but Republicans are unlikely to approve Evers' proposal. Last week, Republicans released their own child care package. A bunch of bills that focused more on changes to regulations than overall funding. During tomorrow's special session, it is likely that since Republicans control the legislature, they will gavel in and gavel out. And that means they'll start the session and just end it seconds later. According to the Century Foundation, without additional investments in child care, 85,000 Wisconsin kids are expected to lose their care. Hunter Biden plans to plead not guilty to federal gun charges. That's according to a court filing on Tuesday. President Joe Biden's son is asking for his initial court appearance to be held remotely. Hunter Biden was indicted last week by special counsel David Weiss in connection with a gun he purchased in 2018. Biden is accused of lying on a federal form, saying he was not using or addicted to illegal drugs, even though he was struggling with crack cocaine addiction at the time of the purchase. It's the first time in U.S. history the Justice Department has charged the child of a sitting president. 8 years of brutal treatment. That was the reality for 5 Americans wrongfully detained in Iran. Well, today, they're back home. For them and their families, of course, it's a joyous day. But politicians disagree over the deal that made it happen. In exchange for the release, President Biden granted 5 Iranian nationals clemency, and the regime will have access to nearly $6 billion of unfrozen Iranian oil assets. Now, members of the Senate Intelligence Committee slammed that move, saying it sets a dangerous precedent. The Biden administration says it'll guarantee that money will be used for humanitarian efforts.
So the money will get parceled out over the course of years here. It's not like they're going to have some big windfall of cash that they can now apply somewhere else.
Now, Iranian leaders say different. For them, the money belongs to their people, and they say they will use that money however they choose. Today is National Voter Registration Day, and to commemorate the day, the La Crosse Area League of Women Voters held a voter registration drive at La Crosse's main library. The group says this year is an especially important time to check your voter registration. The Wisconsin Elections Commission deactivated around 100,000 voter records in August because of a required maintenance process. Those deactivations affected voters who have moved to a new address without re-registering. Could also have affected those who haven't voted since the 2020 presidential election. One league volunteer says the registration drive is also focusing on new voters.
some people just never have even voted. And they're thinking more about it now because realizing how important the vote is in our democracy. Everybody gets to have a say.
With 4 different election days scheduled for next year, the league says checking registration now going to save you time in the future. Wisconsin, of course, has a website where you can check your registration status. We'll have that link posted. And of course, in Wisconsin, you can also register to vote on Election Day at your polling place. Still ahead, holiday hiring. If you're looking for a side hustle, some major retailers could be scrambling to grab you.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for adventure, on or off-road. Get great deals on our capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer, Ford Bronco Sport, and Ford Edge, all designed with technology to give you confidence on the road. Hurry in to your local Ford dealer. SUV season will end soon. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Never been invited to a Southern fish fry? That's okay. Get Arby's $5 Hush Puppy breaded fish basket and fries. Because Arby's would never not invite you to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
Birthdays are something to celebrate, and our News 8 This Morning team highlight them every day. If someone you know is turning 8 or 88, submit a picture of them at news8000.com today. Look Who's 8, brought to you locally by Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska. Little teeth, big smiles.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run, an event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
It's not even officially fall yet, but the countdown to Christmas is on, at least for retailers. Big retailers like Target are searching for anyone considering a side hustle. That retail giant wants to add 100,000 employees to its payroll this holiday season. But finance officials say part-time hiring may be tough this time. Shoppers may spend less this year, meaning fewer opportunities for extra cash. Amazon, meanwhile, pushing to hire 250,000 employees during its holiday peak, with average pay around $20.50 an hour.
We want to make sure that we do have the staff to be able to meet customer demand, especially around the holidays.
Now, several major retailers are hosting national hiring events later this week. Still ahead, money in motion. A fall facilities referendum has Bangor breaking ground for a fun future.
And I'm meteorologist Bill Grahl. A pretty quiet night underway, but what do the next several days have in store? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Experienced sales consultants are good listeners who sell people what they need, not what's on sale. They're easy to work with and value a trusting relationship. We know team members with these life skills earn lifelong customers. Dahl Auto, simple.
Flu season is here, and your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you stay healthy. Get your flu shot at Hy-Vee today and get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. You can get your flu shot anytime the pharmacy is open. No appointment necessary. That's right, get your flu shot with no appointment necessary. Get your flu shot today and earn a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's 68th anniversary, and we're celebrating in a big way with exciting new and innovative products throughout the store at unbeatable anniversary prices. Like new Mason Tops canning kits, lids, and accessories, 20% off. These AgriMaster poultry feeders and waterers, buy one, get one half price for rewards members. And get a free $15 gift card when you buy select Hill's Science Diet dog or cat food. Come celebrate and save during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's 68th anniversary sale, going on now.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric. and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Air conditioning stopped working? Tired of finding ways to stay cool? Don't sweat it. Give G&T Heating and Air Conditioning a call. They'll have you feeling cool as a cucumber without having to resort to, well, alternative methods.
Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
The Board Store, the best products, best prices, and best people for all home improvements. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Construction is underway at the Bangor Middle and High School. The school district held a groundbreaking ceremony today to celebrate some new facilities. The school is going to be building a 4,400 square foot weight room and new technical education facilities. The new additions, part of the $24 million referendum passed last November. The district administrator says the new construction gives the students something fun to look forward to.
When they get to see some of these spaces and the current designs and the current color schemes and the weight room equipment, the tech ed equipment, all those things, I think it's just going to be really, really easy to get excited about coming to school and being a part of those areas.
The next phase of referendum construction will begin next summer. The district will be renovating the interior of Bangor Middle and High School. Well, the first day of astronomical fall is coming, but it's still feeling like summer out in the Coulee region right now. Let's bring in First Warn meteorologist Bill Grahl for a latest in our forecast. Bill?
Yeah, and it's going to continue to feel kind of summer-like through the last couple of days of astronomical summer. Again, that fall or autumnal equinox occurs on Saturday, and that is the official start to astronomical fall. All right, let's head outside through CityCam where all is quiet. We've just got some passing clouds across the region. 79 was the high today, low of 60, so slightly above those averages of 74 and 53. And we did see just under 0.2 of an inch of rain out at the La Crosse Airport, so some good news there, but we need a lot more. We're 1.82 inches below average for the month and over 6.5 inches below average for precip for the year 2023. 67 degrees, partly cloudy sky at the airport and downtown. Winds out of the south-southeast at 7 and the Mississippi dropping a bit, 4.96 feet. Eau Claire, you're at 66 degrees with a partly cloudy sky, and winds are starting to lighten up there. Current temperatures in the 60s for most, although 58 at Sparta, 59 at Volk Field, 63 in Winona, still 70 up the river in Red Wing, and dew points a little bit higher than they've been the past couple of nights, mid-50s to lower 60s. So whenever that dew point gets to around 60 or higher, you might feel a little bit of that humidity or stickiness during the overnight hours. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10, but again starting to go calm in spots, and that could lead to areas of fog later tonight and into tomorrow morning, especially to the north and east here, along and north of Interstate 94 is where the best chance for perhaps seeing some widespread fog is, but we all have at least a chance, slight chance for some patchy fog overnight and early tomorrow. Otherwise, we've got some clouds and showers down across Iowa, some light radar returns over northern Wisconsin, most of that not reaching the ground though. What's happening, we've got a disturbance over Iowa, that's the main focus for some showers and thunderstorms. This warm front lifting across the area, that's going to usher in some warmer air for tomorrow and Thursday. Now, Sky Tracker keeping the region mainly dry with a mix of clouds and sun. I will caution you that there are some outlying models that do try to pop a shower, especially to the south and west of La Crosse tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to keep us dry for now, but don't be shocked if we do have to include some low-end rain chances during the afternoon and early evening hours tomorrow. And then Thursday's looking mainly dry with a mix of sun and clouds, but again, some pop-up showers and thunderstorms not too far from the viewing area. There's a lot of weak boundaries scattered about, and with just enough moisture in the air, it doesn't take much to kind of squeeze out some isolated showers and thunderstorms during the prime heating of the day. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Otherwise, speaking of that prime heating of the day, right around 81 tomorrow in the La Crosse area, mid to upper 70s down to the south where those higher chances for a pop-up thunderstorm exist, but a little bit warmer as you head to the north, including 83 in Chippewa Falls and 84 in Eau Claire. So for tonight, pretty mild for this time of year. Lows in the 50s to around 60 degrees. Some patchy fog possible late. Mix of clouds and sun tomorrow and Thursday, 81 both days. Small chance for a thunder shower later Friday. Better chances heading into the weekend, kind of centered around Sunday, with highs dropping back in the low to mid 70s, and then right around 70 for highs next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Slight chance of showers on Monday, and a small chance next Wednesday. So at least we do have some periodic rain chances over the next 8 days. You hate to time them over the weekend, but kind of hard to be choosy in these drought conditions, Ken.
Yeah, absolutely. Bill, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, a busy night for our high school athletes. A lot of action on the pitch, as well as the volleyball court. Vikings have yet to lose a set in conference play. They were looking to keep that streak going tonight against Onalaska. Rob is in next.
We all know how weather goes around here. So why not take the First Warn team with you? Stay weather aware with hourly temps and conditions, video forecasts, and interactive radar. And the best part? It's easy to use. Here, try it.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh Hy-Vee chicken breasts, just $1.88 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.77. And Hy-Vee chili style or kidney beans, 2 for just 98 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
Experience the joy of home sweet hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years in-store only. And shop guest-approved essentials starting at just $17 per month or $9.99.99. From our store to your door. Fall in love with being home at the all-new Ashley.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for adventure, on or off-road. Get great deals on our capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer, Ford Bronco Sport, and Ford Edge, all designed with technology to give you confidence on the road. Hurry in to your local Ford dealer. SUV season will end soon. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years in-store only. Plus, shop Ashley Sleep Queen mattresses starting at just $250. Or receive a free mattress with the purchase of a 5-piece bedroom set. From our store to your door. Get hosting ready at the all-new Ashley.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 6-pack Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Cheez-It crackers, just $2.48. And Colorado peaches, just $1.88 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
One word to sum up the Holmen volleyball team so far this season is dominant. The Vikings have not lost a set in conference play. They took care of the Hilltoppers in 3 back in late August, but Onalaska looking to return the favor tonight on the road. Let's head to Holmen jam-packed gym, ready for this conference clash. Vikings hosting the rival Hilltoppers. Holmen hot early in the first. It's the sophomore, Hadley Teff, going up strong for the kill. Big-time blast puts the Vikings up 6. Hilltoppers hanging tough, though. Later in the first, that's Emma Hayes dropping this one inside the white line. Anna within 5, but the home team firing on all cylinders. Raina McCardle, one of her 29 assists to Melissa Haw for the kill. Vikings take the first 25-18. Second set, Holmen trailed at one point by 4, but the Vikings on a 10-2 run. Again, it's Hoff. She had 6 kills. Holmen up 4. Hilltoppers not going down quietly. Claire Pedretti, one of her 6 kills on the night. It's a 4-point game, but the best team in the MVC keeps it that way. Izzy Jar dropping the hammer. Holmen remains undefeated in conference play. Vikings take down Onalaska in 3 sets. The number 2 overall team in Division 4, Royal, on the road in Cashton. Eagles defense showing up early. Vivi Dempsey blocks the spike with authority, but the Panthers offense starts rolling. Mara Gruen goes up high for the kill. Eagles clawing back, though. Again, It's Dempsey, strong strike just inside the white line. What a great shot. Cashton hanging around on this one, makes it a 9-point game, but the Panthers back on the prowl. Again, it's Gruen, this time clinching the set for her squad. Then in the next set, it's not Mara, but it's her younger sister, Bria, getting in on the fun. She delivers the final punch as the Panthers would run away with this one. Royal takes it in 3 sets. Let's go over to Westby as the Norsemen were hosting their cross-country invitational. Boys race first with the relay start, so catching the winner of this one a little tough. Far left of your screen in the Sparta uniform, you can see Ben Carney and Joel Johnson. The Spartans would finish in 1st and 4th, with Carney taking the top time at 17 minutes and 43 seconds. Boscobel will take 1st. Sparta finishes in 2nd. After the boys were done, the girls hit the trails. Royals' Mara Gruen not competing in this one. We just saw her, but her teammate Katie Field would finish in 5th for the Panthers. Westby's Elizabeth Curtis took 3rd, but it was Boscobel snagging the top 2 spots as the Bulldogs took 1st as a team. Sparta finishes in 2nd. Westby comes in 3rd. Let's go to the pitch. Holman hosting Central. Vikings scoring a couple girls early. Riverhawks looking to slice that deficit in half, but a nice save keeps the margin at 2. Other end now, Holman looking to add to it, but Andre De La Rosa's shot is stopped. But that's when the Vikings hit another gear. Look at the teamwork here. Jacob Lohr to Andrew Ripp. Back to Lohr for the score. Give and go, working to perfection. Holman goes up 3. And the home team not done later in the first half. Vikings still pouring it on. Braylon Welch, right place, right time off the header. Welch puts it in. Pretty finish for Holman. Vikings extend their lead to 4. They go on to win it big, 9-1. Let's go to the north side. Logan at home tonight hosting Sparta. Rangers putting on the pressure early. Spartans can't clear it. Quade Haverland takes advantage of it, puts it in, gets Logan on the board. Rangers on the verge of doubling their lead, but they draw a penalty kick here. So the Rangers put their faith Easton Eberline, and he is going to deliver right here. Nice. Rangers take a 2-0 lead into the break. Second half, more of the same from the home team. Logan tacks on another. Rangers get the shutout win at home over Sparta, 3-0. So a good night for, 2 impressive teams so far. Holman has looked impressive all season.
Yep.
Royal, the number 2 team in Division 4.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Looking very good.
Looking really good.
Mara Gruen, there's a couple of those spikes she had.
Yeah.
Thunderous.
And I don't like it, but she chose volleyball over cross country.
Sure.
They're both important.
Absolutely.
Kate was like, where is she? He was looking all over for her. We saw her.
She was
right
busy
there.
in a different way, dominating on the volleyball court.
Exactly.
All right, Rob, thanks very much. We got more news right after this.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
For over 30 years, Habitat for Humanity of the Greater La Crosse region has brought people together to provide affordable housing opportunities and create a community where all feel they belong. Our Team Habitat experts can help find a path to home ownership, build homes, make critical repairs, renew the environment, and reuse furniture, building materials, and more at the Restore. Find out what Team Habitat can do for you. Visit habitatlacrosse.org.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Come shop at Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. 3 showrooms with over 50,000 square feet of home and cabin furniture. Recliners and lift chairs, mattresses, dining room, sectional sofas and love seats. Our cabin furniture features made in the USA Amish rustic furniture with an up-north feel, all handcrafted with real wood. Great prices with affordable delivery, or take it home today. Family and veteran owned, over 25 years in business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
3 dogs from the Midwest were recently rescued from extremely confining conditions. And when they made a stop in Minnesota, they got to do something most dogs love for the very first time. Our Minneapolis affiliate has the furry details.
These beagles don't know it yet. Hi, guys. But they're about to experience a grassy yard for the first time.
Beagle number 1. Welcome to freedom.
The big world can be scary.
Come on, buddy.
Especially for these dogs who've only known the walls of a laboratory.
You're gonna love it.
Canadian-based rescue, the Beagle Alliance, rescued them from a lab in the Midwest.
I can't tell you what laboratory they're from. That's confidential.
It's also unclear what was done to them. Most dogs are used for biomedical or drug testing.
There's some decompression to happen and just love and patience, and slowly they come out of their shells.
More than 250 U.S. institutions report using dogs in experiments each year. The majority are companies, community or technical colleges, and public universities.
Beagles are the most used breed of dog in laboratory testing because they're docile, they're forgiving, and they easily fit into a cage, unfortunately.
Some states, including Minnesota, have laws that require labs, when possible, to offer dogs to shelters for adoption.
Most animals are euthanized after study, and they don't have to be. As we know, they could go on to live longer lives outside of the cage than inside the cage.
Volunteer Kathy Meyer knows this firsthand, adopting 2 of her own dogs from animal testing.
Seeing my dogs and what they've been through and overcome, and knowing that they're on their way to a great life is just amazing.
That's the Beagle life right there.
Absolutely love it. Bill's going to have one more check of your forecast right after this.
At Stanton Optical, you can stop waiting forever for an appointment. Same-day eye exams and walk-ins are always available. I wish other things would happen as fast. Get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Get 11% off everything at Menards and update your home's flooring today. Great Lakes Vinyl Plank is a perfect flooring solution for any room. This flooring option is durable, waterproof, easy to install, and features an attached pad for comfort and noise reduction. Backed by a lifetime residential warranty or a 10-year light commercial warranty. Pick up Heritage Vinyl Plank flooring for just $329 a square foot after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Southern fried food legends include Hush Puppies, fish, and fries. So Arby's made a $5 Hush Puppy breaded fish basket. A legend made a legend of legends. Arby's, we have the meat.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. It all started with steel chainsaws 55 years ago. Wood Sales is now one of the largest family-owned and operated outdoor power equipment dealers in the Coulee region. We feature a large selection of products and services. Find Steel, Cub Cadet, Altos, Rambo e-bikes, Coyote tractors and implements, Valley forestry equipment, Central wood boilers, Green Mountain pellet grills. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family-owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
For over 40 years, Blood Cross Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of Progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Pretty mild tonight, some patchy fog late, lows in the 50s to right around 60 in the Cross, and we quickly warm. Mainly dry and warm tomorrow and Thursday, highs around 81 both days. Rain chances increasing heading into the weekend.
Not too shabby at all. Thursday night sports are going to be quite comfortable for you.
Not bad. 80s, late September. I love it.
Right? All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.